Hi guys, welcome back. You can enroll into my Udemy course on C# Basics with .NET Core for Beginners. It is the most in-depth course with live coding and practical assignments in every topic. This course has almost 27.5 hours of on-demand video, 44 downloadable resources, and it comes with a real-life project in C#. The link to this course is, and this course link is given in the description box below. In this lecture, we are going to discuss another way of checking whether the user has entered a valid data or not. How to find whether the input from the user is empty or not. If a program is requesting to enter some data, user should be entering some data. But there is a possibility that user can skip of entering the data. We should validate that in the program. There is a method used for that. The method is called isNullOrEmpty method. This method is used to check whether an input string is null or empty. What is a null string? If a string is not assigned with any value, then that string is called as a null string. Now what is empty string? If a string is assigned with an empty value, an empty string, then it is called an empty string. Empty string is denoted using an opening double quote and an ending double quote. There is nothing specified inside this pair of double quotes. Then it is called as an empty string. Now the program should validate whether the user has entered some characters or not in response to an input request. This method can check that validation. So let's see how the isNullOrEmpty method can be used to find out whether the user has entered some character or not. Consider this example. I have a variable string emp name. The program is requesting to enter the employee name. The user may skip of entering the data. So in that case, the emp name will have a null string or an empty string. But that should not be permitted in the program because it is not a valid data. This validation can be checked using the isNullOrEmpty method of the string. So its usage is in this format. String.isNullOrEmpty of emp name. We are going to check whether the variable emp name has some value in it or not. Is it a null string or an empty string? In both the cases, this should be considered as invalid data. This method will return a true or false value. If the emp name variable has a null value or an empty value, this method will return true as the result. Otherwise, it will return false as the result. So we are equating it with true value in the first case. That is, if this method is returning true, then this condition is going to be true. In that case, we can say that it is an invalid data because we haven't supplied any data in response to enter the employee name. We are displaying an error message. Name cannot be empty. Now consider the case. User has supplied some value in response to this prompt. Say, I have entered my name, Thomas, in response to this prompt message. That is, emp name now has some data in it. When isNullOrEmpty method is now executed, since emp name has some value in it, this method will return false. So false equals true. this condition is going to be false, the program control will come inside else. That means the emp name variable is not null or empty. It has some data. And that's why the program control enters into the else block and displays a message that you have entered a name, and it shows the name that is entered into the emp name variable. That means the emp name now has a valid data. It is not null. It is not empty.